Undercover Boss airs this Sunday on News Channel 7 and CBS at 9 p.m. Stay with us. News Channel 7 at 6 starts now.
Well, there's just enough snow to build a snowman. This snow will get heavier as the night goes on.
It's coming down hard here in Greenville, and as you can see, traffic is moving slow. I'll show you the interstate.
Bullets fly after a basketball game at an upstate high school today. Are police any closer to finding the shooters?
And one-on-one with Jenny Sanford, The Affair, the book, and what's next.
Live from the News Center in high definition, this is News Channel 7 on your side at 6.
Snow hits the upstate, another storm blows through the Carolinas, and more snow is on the way. Thank you for joining us. Winter weather rocking the upstate.
And that snow's coming down in some areas that rarely get any snow, and that could be, those areas could see the heaviest of the snowfall. Well, we've got storm team coverage for you tonight. Our Christy Henderson standing by, keeping an eye on things with Live Viper. Justin Cooper's down in Greenwood. They're really getting quite a snowstorm down there. Meteorologist Justin Cooper. And also we have Liz Owen standing by in Greenville. She's checking out the situation in Greenville County for you. First, let's go to Christy and get the latest on just how much snow we're going to get out of this. Christy?
All right, Tom. Well, it looks like we're going to see some significant amounts. As a matter of fact, we have a band of heavier snow moving across the upstate right now, and that has prompted the Weather Service to expand the winter storm warning. So now it includes all of the upstate, all of northeast Georgia. The only exception is Cherokee County in South Carolina. Everybody else in South Carolina under a winter storm warning until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And take a look at Live Viper. Everybody finding snow right now. The heavy band that I'm talking about is stretching from Spartanburg County down across the southern part of Greenville County into the western and central part of Abbeville County and northern Lawrence County, and that band right now is headed towards the east, and it's probably going to dump a quick quarter to half inch of snow. I've already had some reports of an inch of snow in downtown Greenville, and folks around Lawrence and also Greenwood are going to see the snow intensity get a little heavier here over the next say 10 to 20 minutes or so, and snow is going to continue across the entire area for the next several hours. We'll talk more about what you can expect. You can see the totals there: 2 to 3 inches, a good bet along I-85, 3 to 5 inches with some higher amounts for the southern upstate and on into the Midlands. I'll have much more in this forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Tom?
All right, Christy, thanks for that. Now, meteorologist Justin Cooper standing by live in Greenwood, where they're getting hit hard with snow. Elizabeth Owens live in Greenville. A lot of snow going on there, too. Justin, over to you first. What's the latest?
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Tom, we're actually seeing some light flurries here, but it has continued to come down since about 3:30 this afternoon. Behind us, you can see the roads are starting to get a little slick, not really sticking too much on the ground, but if you look down here on the grass, just over the last hour or so, we've really seen this snow pile up, just enough to make a snowball, and it has people here very excited. We've talked to people all over throughout Greenwood today who say that they've never really seen snow in their lives. A lot of folks haven't, and they haven't seen snow here in quite a while because it's just not a town that typically gets snowfall, and that gets people talking all around town, and it also has people on snow patrol.
I'm probably, regardless, going to put my daughter in her snowsuit and let her take a run in it outside. It may be the only chance we get to use it before she outgrows it.
Are you going to make any snow angels, sir?
I doubt it.
No? Why not? I thought you'd be
Well,
perfect.
people tell me I'm the devil, so it'd probably be sacrilegious for me to make a snow angel.
Now, if the slip sitter won't do a snow angel, I mean, I did one an hour ago over here in the snow, so you'd think that he could do one too. We have a few snowmen that have already popped up in downtown Greenwood. Obviously, you want to be careful on the roadways tonight because they will be slick as the snow continues to fall, as Christy told you about. We'll have more for you coming up in a little bit at 7 o'clock. Back to you.
Mr. Peace just trying to maintain his credibility, Justin. We forgive him. Thanks. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Owens continuing your 7 on your side storm team coverage in Greenville. Liz, third Friday in a row the DOT has been out on the roads, isn't it?
Yes, they have been busy all day, and I can see why. The snow is really coming down hard here in Greenville. It started about 3:30 this afternoon, and since then, look how much is already on the ground. I suspect several kids will be out sledding tomorrow or making snowmen. We do have some video to show you from Spartanburg. It started snowing around the same time as in Greenville. This is outside of our station. And let's go ahead to some video in Anderson. This is one area that is really getting hard by the storm. Our photographer actually took this video outside of the courthouse there. Now, with all the snow around the upstate, DOT crews are working overtime. We stopped by the DOT earlier, and workers there were loading up with salt in preparation for the weather. weather, they just restocked their salt barn this week with about 750 tons of salt. Now, in the last 3 weeks alone, they've gone through about 1,500 tons in Greenville.
Well, if it's nasty in the morning, we'll have to call the day shift back in, and we'll continue treating the roads and plowing or whatever it's called for.
Now, as I mentioned, they began pre-treating these roads and interstates earlier today. Actually, it sounds like yeah, there's a DOT truck. Let me show you right now. They've been out all today, and I've seen several actually circling around right here. And as we're standing here, I can tell you the roads look good, but traffic is just moving so slow. Not because the roads are slick. I've been out on there, and they're moving fine, or they feel fine, but it's really hard to see with all the snow. That's 385 right there. 85 right here for the last hour and a half has just been bumper to bumper, so I would not recommend trying to get onto 85 or 385 right now. But the DOT tells me in Greenville and Spartanburg they will be working through the night, and we'll have crews out in the morning if the roads are nasty. We're live here in Greenville. Elizabeth Owens, News Channel 7.
Good weekend to stay in with your Valentine's sweetheart by the fire. Thanks, Liz. Meanwhile, power companies are prepared tonight, as she told you. Duke Energy tells us snow doesn't cause as many problems as ice, of course, but crews are in place and ready to respond if needed. If you do experience an outage, Duke customers can call 1-800-POWER-ON. And stay with News Channel 7 for complete winter weather coverage. We'll have information on closing and delays on air and online, plus information on power companies like we told you, and travel. And you can sign up for email and text alerts to get that information sent straight to your computer or cell phone. It's all on WSPA.com.
Other news for you tonight. The search continues for a shooter who put several lives at risk outside a high school basketball game. This happened about 9:15 last night as people were leaving the gymnasium at Broome High School, where Broome was playing Chesney. Deputies say someone fired 4 or 5 shots at a 21-year-old man who was walking out of the gym. Broome High is located on the east side of Spartanburg County. Thankfully, no one was injured. Today, school officials say they're going to start screening people who come to sporting events. Chris Cato has the latest in the 7 on your side Crime Tracker Alert.
At Broome High School today, the marks on the wall and in the door say it clearly, and so do the 911 recordings made the night before.
Everybody back in the gym! Where does the gunshots coming from? They were coming out of the outside from the gym parking lot. The game had just finished. Several students had walked outside. There was at least 5 to 6 shots.
Dozens of fans were walking out of the gym after a basketball game when someone opened fire.
It was a very fortunate thing. I thank God that no one was hurt.
Investigators say the intended target was a 21-year-old man who never attended Broome or Chesney high schools, and neither, they say, did any of the suspects who came here looking for him.
Bought 4 tickets, walked in to the second door, went in and looked inside the gym, back out to the bathroom, and then back out the building. So their whole visit was about 5 minutes. They were the scouts.
That's a group of black males wearing some red colors, red shirts, red hats, left on foot.
Based on witness descriptions, Superintendent Dr. Jim Ray believes the violence is gang-related.
And last night was our first taste, and it was very saddening to see that kind of community violence spilled to our campus.
District officials are now looking for ways to tighten security at events that are open to the public.
And not unlike the airport controversy where they say you might profile, if we need to, we will profile based on what we see.
Because here, there should only be basketballs flying, not bullets. In Spartanburg County, Chris Cato, News Channel 7.
Investigators are looking at surveillance video they say shows a car circling the school before the shots were fired and then speeding away. If you have any information in this case, you can call Crime Stoppers at 58 Crime.
Next on News Channel 7 at 6.
Ramondez Rivera found guilty of a second murder. You'll hear what one of his victims' father has to say.
Your mobile phone can be turned into a spy phone.
The particular spyware is free, it works, and it's readily available on the internet.
You can be a victim and not know it.
We have an expert who's going to help you understand what you can do to protect yourself.
Monday on News Channel 7 at 6. Your mobile phone can be turned into a spy phone.
The particular spyware is free, it works, and it's readily available on the internet.
You can be a victim and not know it.
We have an expert who's going to help you understand what you can do to protect yourself.
Monday on News Channel 7 at 6.
1, 2, 3. For these 11 teams of ordinary people, go! It's the journey of a lifetime. For you, it's a ticket to amazing.
Yeah, baby. Do you want to be my friend, Tess?
This is what the race is all about.
This is going to be amazing. The Amazing Race, season premieres Sunday, only CBS.
Carrying excess weight is a health problem. Treat it like one with help from doctors who specialize in weight loss.
We did. People stop and ask me, are you the lady from that commercial that lost all that weight? And how have you kept it off so long?
Bariatric clinic doctors have helped thousands of patients lose weight quickly and permanently.
If I get off track and need help refocusing, I go back to the clinic and just like that, I'm back on track. The doctors make the difference.
The Bariatric Clinic will be with you every pound of the way.
Mike Rowe for Ford. At a lumber yard, spreading the word. Best-selling truck in America for the last 33 years.
A lot of buttons.
EPA estimated 21 mpg. Who's this?
This is Seabass.
Best-in-class payload, best-in-class towing. You can't build the deck without the truck. How would you get the lumber home?
Gotta have the Ford.
I love this guy. Want to hop in?
Yeah.
I'll warn you, you're going to want it.
Now get 0% financing or up to $5,000 cash back on a Super Duty. Spread the word and get to your Carolina Ford dealer.
What do you think about Chevy?
A man already serving a life sentence stands trial again and now faces a possible death sentence. It only took minutes for a jury to return the verdict for the Anderson County man. News Channel 7's Carmen Corsi joining us now live. She's at the Anderson County Courthouse with the latest on what's happening in court today. Carmen.
Well, Tom, it was really no surprise the jury came back with this guilty verdict, especially since the defense never put up any evidence that Ramondez Rivera was innocent. Now, this is actually his second murder trial. He was actually found guilty back in 2008 of killing another girl, Asha Wiley. But this trial focused on the death of Quanah Burns in her Anderson home back in 2006. Now, during that trial, he took the stand and confessed to killing both Wiley and Burns. And during the past 3 days here at this trial, witnesses have presented jurors a confession that he gave to police, as well as forensic evidence, and that Rivera's blood was found on Burns' body. During closing arguments, the defense did not deny Rivera's guilt, and we spoke with Quanah Burns' father just after all this happened.
It's been heartbreaking for us, my wife, myself. But most of all, my grandchildren, who have suffered a tremendous loss.
Well, next week, the sentencing phase and all of this starts. The solicitor is asking for the death penalty. The defense has already asked jurors to spare Rivera's life. News Channel 7's reporting live here in Anderson. I'm Carmen Corsi. Back to you.
Of course, we'll cover that phase too. Thank you, Carmen. Now, against the recommendations of his attorneys, Rivera asked to testify in this trial, but the judge overruled him, saying that Rivera could not take the stand and talk about whatever he wanted, and that Rivera could not prove that what he had to say would be relevant to his defense. Connie.
All right, thanks so much, Tom. Next at 6, Jenny Sanford answers your questions. We sit down one-on-one with the First Lady.
Listen, I'm not going to talk about his stats. What matters is this individual wants to help us win starting today. Come on out here, son.
Mega Millions is here. Get first pick at your local lottery retailer.
We're back to tell you about Ashley Furniture Home Store's President's Day sale.
But you gotta hurry.
That's right. There's a lot of presidents in here buying up all the furniture.
Grover Cleveland, slow down.
Now, if you come right now, you can meet the president.
No, you can't.
But you can find truckloads of Sealy Posturepedic Ultra Plush Pillow Top mattress sets available for only $7.99. That's $1,000 off. You won't find this deal anywhere else, so don't miss out. Hurry into Ashley Furniture Home Store, where great style doesn't have to be expensive.
Spread the word. Vic Bailey has Fords for less. Check out the great deals on a huge selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. This sporty 2010 Ford Focus, Vic Bailey priced $3,700 off. Just $219 per month with 0 down. Or how about this Ford Mustang GT? 0% financing for 72 months. For the best deals on Fords and quality that can't be beat by Toyota or Honda, it's Vic Bailey Ford in Spartanburg.
This home was built in the 90s. It still has original windows, and they're not very energy efficient. If you add up all the gaps in the windows of a home this age, it would be like leaving one open all the time. The solution? New energy-efficient Champion windows with our exclusive Comfort 365 glass.
Get to Champion and save 30% when you purchase 5 or more windows. Act now, save an additional 5%. Call today to set up your free in-home appointment.
Improve your home's energy efficiency. Call, click, or visit Champion today.
Live the games and so much more with Charter. Lock in your price until 2012. Bring the action home with live coverage and free HD channels. Catch up on events and highlights with free on-demand. Stream live coverage way faster than DSL. Hello? And celebrate. You could save 35% or more on your phone bill. Act now, and you can lock in your price until 2012. Packages start at $89.98 a month. Call or go online now.
Follow the fun with new instant ticket games from the South Carolina Education Lottery, now available at your local lottery retailer.
Jenny Sanford will be the First Lady of South Carolina for a few more weeks until her divorce from Governor Mark Sanford is final later this month. And she's promoting her new book that gives new details into their marriage and the affair that ended it. Robert Kittle sat down with her today to answer his questions and some from viewers.
During that campaign, I think that was the first.
Jenny Sanford's book is called Staying True. And while Governor Mark Sanford did not stay true to her, the book is about how she stayed true to her faith and values.
The first question a lot of people have is, why did you write this book? The way some people have put it to me is, isn't this airing your dirty laundry?
You know, I didn't air the dirty laundry, Mark did. And I've long considered myself a private person, but once, you know, he had his weepy press conference and, you know, told the world of his heart, and I put out a statement that was not a soundbite.
She says she doesn't really know why he had the affair. That's something he'll have to figure out.
If the media hadn't picked up on this trip, and the newspaper here had not sent a reporter to the Atlanta airport, do you think all this would have stayed quiet, or do you think it would have eventually come out anyway?
That's a good question. You know, I don't know. I think that probably would have depended upon what happened in the marriage. I mean, if the media never picked up on the trip, the question then would have been, which I was very clearly facing, would I have figured out where he had gone? And I might have come to the same conclusion, and then the media may have dug in different ways. I don't know.
Yeah. We also took a viewer's question to her. If she couldn't trust him as a husband, can we trust him as governor?
You know, I think he has a very long and very solid track record with respect to fiscal issues and management of the state that I think supersedes any of this. I think this was a lost soul, if you will, more so than, you know, signs of something in the mind that can't be trusted. So yes, I think absolutely he can be trusted in that respect.
In Columbia, Robert Kittle, News Channel 7.
And she says their boys are handling the separation well, and the governor has been spending more time with them. In fact, he's been with them at night while she's been out promoting her book. She told us she does not have any interest in politics, but thinks her husband could stay involved in it after he leaves office in January. And 7 on Your Side cares about what's going on in your community. If you have an issue you need our 7 on Your Side team to look into, head to our website at WSPA.com, click On Your Side, and fill out the On Your Side issue form, or call our newsroom at 864-587-4462.
Boy, folks who've been in an office all day are in for a shock when they come out, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I hope they're not staying too late at work, because it's going to be tougher and tougher to get home. But the good news is that at least we're not dealing with ice this time. It's all in the form of snow. However, some of the moisture will freeze overnight as we will look for some black ice to go into the weekend. Meantime, we'll enjoy the snow while it's coming down. Just about everybody's finding snow across the western Carolinas, and in fact over most of Georgia and also South Carolina. Rain along the coast will turn over to snow later on tonight, and temperatures are below freezing as well. So again, those road conditions are deteriorating even as we speak. And around the lighter snow, we have a band of heavier snow that we've been tracking. And right now, it's the area of darker gray. We've got the bigger snowflakes that's going to add some quick accumulation in your area. And right now, it's over the southern part of Cherokee County, central and southern sections of Spartanburg County. That extends a little farther to the southwest into the northern and western part of Lawrence County. You can kind of track it there. And that's moving to the east and the southeast. So folks around Clinton may not be finding it coming down too much right now, but it will be picking up for you with bigger snowflakes here shortly. And that'll be the case too for Whitmire, also Newberry. And that little band of heavier snow stretches down across Abbeville County and into the western part of Greenwood County now. And so folks around the city of Greenwood should see snow picking up as well. Of across western North Carolina, primarily light snow coming down for now. So the National Weather Service has expanded the winter storm warning area to include all of the upstate and all of northeast Georgia, with the exception of Cherokee County in South Carolina, where amounts may not get up to 3 inches. But I've already had some reports of 1 3/4 inches around Greenville, and those amounts will continue to stack up here. So watch out for some tricky travels, not just around the upstate, but even across western North Carolina, where winter weather advisory is in effect. As far as those amounts go, around the mountains, 1 to 2 inches is possible here. Across the northern part of the upstate, from Gaffney over to Spartanburg and Greenville, 2 to 3 inches, a very good possibility before all of this is said and done, and that'll happen after midnight tonight. And then folks over the southern part of the upstate, including Abbeville, Greenwood, Newberry, folks over towards Union, also have a better chance to pick up anywhere from 3 to 5 inches before the snow ends. And there could be some isolated higher amounts, so that heavy band that's moving through now is going to add a quick accumulation, but the snow is going to last until about midnight. After that point, skies are going to clear, and we have sunshine on the way for tomorrow, so it's going to be a big turnaround, but temperatures will be down to 24, so watch out for some slippery conditions tomorrow morning. I think by mid-morning, as the sunshine starts to work on those roadways, we'll start to see an improvement in the traveling conditions, maybe taking a little bit longer. Part of the upstate where we're expecting those higher amounts, and the mountains will look for at least a chance of a few snow showers lingering into tomorrow morning, starting out at 22, and will end up around 35 for the afternoon high. Here's the big picture. The back end of the snow trying to push into the western part of Georgia right now with an upper level area of low pressure. Here's the snow line right in through here. That's going to continue to sink farther to the south. So Charleston has snow on the way, and the Outer Banks of North Carolina also have some snow on the way for later tonight into early tomorrow. Right now, 28 degrees in Asheville, 30 in Spartanburg, 31 with snow coming down as well around Greenwood. Here's the Storm Team 7-day forecast. It's going to be a sunny day tomorrow. It starts out icy, though. We'll expect a high of only 39 degrees, down to 23 Saturday night, 44 on Sunday. Another system on the way for late Sunday night will bring us a quick shot of snow showers going into very early Monday, and then it looks like the rest of the week is going to be quiet. And there's your mountain forecast. Some light snow falling around the mountains right now. That'll taper off into tomorrow morning, highs in the 30s, up to 40 on Sunday. Snow showers return to the mountains Sunday night, and they'll stick around throughout much of the day on Monday.
Hope those roads clear up quickly. Those flower delivery folks got a lot of work to do.
Valentine's Day coming up on Sunday, so take it easy out there. Hopefully all the guys bought their flowers early, so they're all good to go.
Right, send them to work today. Like Tom, didn't you send your wife?
He was prepared.
Very good.
Ding.
Thinking ahead. Yep. Score.
Feather in your cap.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. Still ahead at 6.
Find out just how prolific one area team's output was last night. All just ahead. And tonight on News Channel 7 at 7, the snow's starting to stick on the roads tonight. We have crews all across the upstate. Stay with us at 7 for live Storm Team coverage.
Big O makes car buying simple. Others may shout it, but we put it in writing with our exclusive Big O Advantage guarantees. Get a brand new Dodge Caliber for just $11,495 or just $189 a month. At Big O Dodge Chrysler Jeep, always under that big American flag on the motor mile.
He needs it today.
Done.
With Charter Business high-speed internet and telephone bundled together for one incredible price, I'm saving money. We're working smarter, faster for customers like Brenner's Deli. And when opportunity knocks, we're ready to save the day.
It's Mr. Brenner. He's doubling the order.
Double is good.
Double is good.
Charter Business. Super fast internet. Telephone with nationwide unlimited long distance. Only $89.99 a month. Call 888-537-2318 today.
Spartanburg. Save thousands at the Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Expo. This weekend only. A massive event at the Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium. Exercise all year. Live healthier with your own hot tub, sauna, or aquatic fitness system. 0% financing and savings up to 60% off at the Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Expo. Free admission all weekend. Browse rows and rows of hot tubs, swim spas, and saunas at the Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium President's Day weekend. For more info, visit spablowout.com.
We know there's a lot of confusion about the Toyota recall. And if you're concerned about the Toyota that you're driving, no matter where you bought it, we're here for you. Now, you're going to be receiving a notice in the mail as parts are arriving every day. And with our extended service hours, just call for your appointment. Every vehicle on our lot has been safety inspected and is ready for immediate sale. We know you have questions, and we're all too happy to help. Visit us online or stop by. Toyota of Greenville on the Motor Mile.
Palmetto Stones announces their huge 50% off granite sale. That's right, 50% off granite with a lifetime warranty and 2 locations to serve you. Hurry to Palmetto Stones 50% off granite sale while supplies last.
How about the Greer Yellow Jackets last night? They stay unbeaten. They win at Union County 130-84. Union scores 84 points, still loses by nearly 50. Greer, amazing effort. If they'd been playing on the college clock of 40 minutes, they would have scored about 163 points. If they'd played an NBA timing of 48 minutes, they'd have scored 195 last night. They are now 23-0, number 1 in 3A. Good evening, everybody. Well, needless to say, the winter wonderland outside impacting the area schedule for tonight. Virtually every game postponed. We've got more on the makeups at WSPA.com. Now, among the college basketball upcoming on Saturday, Clemson trying to take another step toward NCAA viability as they get a visit from Miami at noon. The other night, the Tigers showed offense they hadn't had for most of the ACC season, as 3 players had their career highs. David Potter and Andre Young, 19 apiece, and Devin Booker at 14 points. Life would be grand for Oliver Purnell if that would continue each and every time out.
Whether they're scoring big numbers or not, David Potter needs to remain aggressive. Devin Booker needs to be a guy that gives us that physical presence inside, gives us that third post guy when a Jeray Grant or Trevor gets in foul trouble.
And they'll face a Miami team that loves to shoot the 3. Meanwhile, the Gamecocks play at 4 Saturday at Georgia. Devin Downey's ankle doing just fine after he played on a little bit of an injured one the other night. And South Carolina goes for win number 15. And Wofford is also on the road. They'll try to figure out Samford as Terriers go for a 19th win overall. And they look to stay tied with Charleston for first place in the loss column in the Southern Conference. Last night on the women's side, Lander at home against Clayton State. What a season the Lady Bearcats are having. They went for a school record 14th win. They come from behind to get that big basket late in the game by Brittany Johnson as they close the game on a 14-4 run. They are 21-1 overall, ranked number 8 in Division II. And USC Upstate getting a big win last night. They took down the first place team in the Atlantic Sun, visiting Lipscomb, as the Spartans got their 5th win of the season. By the way, this note from Thursday on the Braves visit to the Upstate, former Brave and G-Braves catcher Eddie Perez, now a Braves coach, noting that he feels he's ready to be a big league manager if the team turns to him after the upcoming season, which of course will be Bobby Coxon's final campaign in the dugout. And area native Robbie Wells, who stepped down as head football coach at Savannah State 2 weeks ago, now claims he was forced out due to racism. We have more on both sides of the story at WSPA.com. Connie and Tom.
Thanks, Pete. News Channel 7 is continuing to follow this winter storm for you throughout the night.
Stay with us for complete coverage with the very latest information on the air and online. We'll bring you continuous updates on WSPA.com. We'll have text and email alerts, plus closing, delays, travel information. And coming up tonight on News Channel 7 at 7, more live reports from our crews all across the Upstate.
Thank you for joining us. Chris and I will be back with News Channel 7 at 7.
We'll see you back here tonight at 11 as well. Remember, you can get the latest news and weather updates anytime you need them at WSPA.com.